All right, so you can actually factor four-term polynomials that look like this by using something called grouping. So we're going to group our first pair, our two highest pair of terms together, and our lowest two pairs. So to do this, your first step is to simply draw a little line. You're going to make sure that it goes in front of the sign because this is part of this last term. And we're going to factor your first group. So what can go into 3 and negative 18? Well, 3. 3 can go into 18. 3 can go into 3. I'm going to put a 3 on the outside. What can go into x cubed and x squared? Well, 1, 2. X squared, 2 x's. So I'm going to do x squared. And when you do this, you'll always be able to pull out an x squared. Your coefficient you may or may not be able to, but you'll always be able to pull out an x squared. All right, what do I have left? Well, I pulled a 3 from the 3. There's no coefficient here left. X cubed, and I pulled 2 x's away, so I'm left with 1x minus 18 divided by 3 is 6. And then we pulled the x squared away, so that's the end of that binomial. All right, next guy, 4x and minus 24. What can I pull from both? Can I pull 4 from both? Yes, I can. So I'm going to pull 4. And I can't pull any x's. And so this last group, you'll never be able to pull an x from. So just look for your coefficient. Okay, we pulled the 4, and so we're good. What do I have left? This is x minus 6. All right, so when you factor this, the two things to look for, when you factor your first group, you'll always get 3 of your terms. I know it's going to have a 3x squared. And I don't know what goes with it, but I know my second group has to have an x minus 6 in it. Okay, if you look at this, they both have to be exactly the same. If they're not, you cannot do it. So we've got to have an x minus 6, and our group right here, 3x squared plus 4. So let me just go over it one more time. When we factor our first group, we know 1, 2, 3 of our 4 terms. We just don't know this 4th term. We do know that our binomial, though, that's ending it, has to be an x minus 6.